Yo, Ski, what's up, everybody, man? Y'all know who I be. It's your man, Pooh, CYGG. Now, I want to talk about something today, and that's something that I want to talk about is why Tim Tebow is wrong. Now, Tim Tebow is advocating that players don't get paid because he feels that it will ruin the passion for the sport because it's supposed to be about the university and not the players that actually make that university what it is today. Now, with that being said, I'm about to play you a clip of what Tim Tebow had to say in regards to why he feel like these players shouldn't get paid.
We have rules. Are we going to follow the rules? And if we do it the right way, then college football is going to still be the best game in the U.S. because people are passionate about it and they love it. Look at the ratings. People care about it. And I think if you start paying people, I think it changes the authenticity and the realness and the passion of college football.
Now, in the words of the late, great Stephen A. Smith, and I quote, I disagree with you, and here's why. Look here, Tim Tebow, man, I understand what you're trying to say, but giving players money to play their sport will not make them less passionate about football. If you don't believe me, ask Greg Williams when he had Bounty Gate with the New Orleans Saints. I'm pretty sure that made them want to go make bigger hits. But with that also being said, but you have to understand, man, like, to anybody who agrees with Tim Tebow and thinks like him, go look at the 3 documentaries. Those 3 documentaries are called The Pony Express, The U, and The Fab Five. All of these universities were at the top of their game because of these athletes, and these athletes brought so much marketing to that school. And even though these athletes had a full ride scholarship, a full ride scholarship didn't cover gas money, didn't cover all their food, didn't cover all their clothes. And not only that, but they had parents at home that had already worked 3 or 4 jobs to help them get there that wasn't able to help them with other things that they didn't have the money to get. And these are the things that Tim Tebow is overlooking that he probably had access to before he even made it to college, while thinking that other athletes have the same things at their home, when in actuality, they don't.
What it was all about. I knew going to Florida, my dream school, where I wanted to go, the passion for it. And if I could support my team, support my college, support my university, that's what it's all about. But now we're changing it from us, from we, from my university, from being an alumni where I care, which makes college football and college sports special, to then, okay, it's not about us, it's not about we, it's just about me.
Tim Tebow, what you don't understand is that some of these players that are accepting this money are accepting these things. It has nothing to do with them just wanting to have money because of them. Some of these players have parents at home who are struggling that can't support them. I mean, dude, have you seen the episode of Last Chance U? These players are at a low-level college and they come from a low background. These players still need things and their parents can't help them. So they're hoping that, yo, if they can make it from this Division 2, 3 school, man, please just let them make it so we can finally have something. Some of these players are being bribed because their parents don't have anything. It's not about them. It's about them being able to help the people that have helped them get to that position where they are in life, and they don't like seeing their parents struggle. I mean, for example, like I said, in the Pony Express documentary, this is what Eric Dickerson said he was offered.
Offer a lot. They showed my mother $50,000 in a briefcase.
I saw money from different schools, savings bonds, women, 2 Cadillacs. You know, what we need is 2 Cadillacs. Anything they thought that...
Tim Tebow and everyone that thinks like him, I want y'all to ask yourselves, after seeing everything that Eric Dickerson said that he was offered, I want you to ask yourselves, why would those people offer him those things just to come play football for a college? Like, is football that important? I mean, I thought it's supposed to be about, the institution, the scholarships. So why would they offer $50,000, which back then was a lot of money, 2 Cadillacs and all that stuff? Why would they offer those things? Settle because they seen that, his family was not the richest. His family was struggling. He just happened to have the most talent in his situation. Now, a lot of people know that, these athletes come from a bad place, but they have so much, potential to be something. We can monetize that. And that's what happens. And even though they're being monetized and they're fighting for their chance to make it to the NFL so they can take care of their families, they're being shortchanged because they can't get anything out of it, and they got to scrape and claw for whatever else they can get. And Tim Tebow, you don't realize that. You don't notice that, because like a person like Tim Tebow would say, man, it's just about school. It's just about the institution. I love my place. But what about a player like Patrick Willis? Remember back in the day, if y'all ever seen Patrick Willis documentary, he lived in a trailer where he had to pee and poop in a damn bucket. And then they had to throw it outside the trailer while he was being abused by his father. And he still chose to play football and try to make it. He ended up getting adopted by somebody else, and then he made it to the NFL just so he can do that. Now, if somebody came to him with some money, don't you think he would have taken that money to be able to, help the family that took him in out of that situation that he was dealing with? Not saying that Patrick Willis did, but that's a brief summary of what he was dealing with. Same thing with the Fab Five. These guys started the black shorts the black socks and the big shorts. And yet people were making money off them. And Jalen Rose said it himself, man, sometimes he would sleep on his friend's couch because, the dorms wasn't that comforting. And then on top of that, they wasn't getting big food stipends like that to really eat. So they would come together and they would all push their money together just to eat a meal for that day. Dude, all of this is going on behind high-powered institutions and universities, and you want to just make it solely about just playing football for the university? Bro, these are real people going through real situations, Tim Tebow.
Athletes to benefit from their likeness, endorsements, and things like that, not to be paid by their universities. The governor has to sign it. The NCAA is essentially saying to the governor, don't sign it, because if you do, it's going to keep the California schools from being able to compete in our championships. That's essentially what we're saying.
Now, another reason why people don't want to pay college athletes, or they don't want California to, approve of this act, is because big schools like Alabama and LSU and other big SEC conference powerhouse football, teams they don't want to pass that bill right now. And the reason why I say this is because you got to understand, if USC and UCLA and Stanford and those big entities in California are able to pay their players, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to be able to recruit a lot more athletes, which means USC is going to become the top dog again. Then Stanford is going to be more of a competitor and stuff like that. These schools that are not always competing in the top for the playoffs for the BCS National Championship, these schools will now become, powerhouses. They will now be able to have the chance, because a lot of players are going to be like, yo, I can go to this place and make money and be able to take care of my mom while being able to perform at the highest, the highest level that I can. And that's what I feel like is scaring a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to see these colleges just come up in the ranks because they're able to pay their players. Whereas in, Alabama and them, they're going to get the short end of the stick because they don't want to do that. Well, if your state don't want to do that, then you just got to take that on the chin. And another thing is that I don't like about this is that, a lot of people are saying that, oh, well, how is this going to work for everybody else? I mean, it clearly states whatever money your sport brings in is what you will be able to compensate for. Like, for example, if these athletes are doing big things and this football player jersey is getting sold and he's getting marketed and stuff like that, and he's able to, appear in commercials and do these things and he's making money, then if you're just a swimming team, don't be asking for his money. That's money that he's doing as a player. If you're just on a volleyball team and your team went undefeated but nobody cared to watch and nobody cared to buy merchandise, then you're only going to get what you were able to accommodate and what you were able to bring in. So don't go around asking like, yo, we should get this much money. No, it's already set in stone. So that's what I feel like is the actual big worry about this whole situation. People are actually scared that USC is probably about to be back on top. And my real question to that now is, if players can get paid, if players can get paid money now at USC, and if players can get paid money now at UCLA and all those other California colleges, do Reggie Bush get his Heisman back? Like, I really want to know. He got in trouble for it, so do Reggie Bush get his Heisman back? I need to know that. But with that being said, go down to the comments below. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me. Let me know if you actually support Tim Tebow or not. Like I said before, I feel like this can help college players in a lot of ways. I mean, just imagine if it's a great athlete in college, his jersey sells, and then he gets injured and, you know, he's not able to play anymore. That extra money and that extra revenue can help set him up for after college. And that's how I see it. But until next time, it's your man Pooh, CYGG, and I'm out.